Welcome to Media House Entertainment.
So what is one of your biggest pet peeves, man, when it comes to working with music artists? I know look, I know it got to be a long list on, man. Like what's one of your top ones though?
Top, I say, all right. So for the first thing, I say, it starts even before I come to shoot. If you already know you don't got the bread like that, I'm not saying don't hit me up, but don't, hit me up and be like, hey, I want this, and this. And then when I tell you what the price is going to be, because I can't just be like, all right, this is my price list, go off the price list, because everybody, you know what I'm saying, they shoot differently. So what I charge might not be what somebody else charge, and what you want specifically might not be, what you want in your price range. So people will hit me up and it'll be, I'll say, tell them the price. Boom. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks later, I get another DM. Hey, bro, I really like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? How much? It's most likely it's going to be the same price, bro. Like, hitting me up constantly asking me the price is kind of like a way to get up under my skin. And it just make me not want to work with you, because if you're not trying to spend the money, like, in all honesty, to better your career, because if you making music, I mean, everybody don't do it for the same reasons. Some people really want to do it to make money while they having fun. Some people do it because they like the music, and some people just do it to do it. Like, and it ain't really no in between. But if you want to really get a good video and you want quality over somebody who's just gonna spit the video out real fast, because like you were saying earlier, bro, some people will have 500 videos on their page, but I mean, none of them will really be worth the money that the person spent on them, in my opinion.
Yeah, real talk. And then you go to the person with about 5 of them on their joint, and all on banging, and you like, that's the person I need a shot with. So what you think about? Because I done seen this before online about artists saying that some videographers charge too much money. You know what I'm saying? Some of them not worth the money, because I guess they looking at the clout. Like, they looking at a dude who might have, I don't know, 20,000 subscribers versus the guy that got 1,000 subscribers. So they like, they shouldn't charge the same. But the guy with 1,000 subscribers videos might be better than a dude with 20,000 subscribers.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, what you think on that situation to feel on?
I mean,
on that, because it's kind of always a battle between like the artist and the video director sometimes, man.
Like, who page is it gonna go on?
Who page is gonna go on? That's a back and forth thing. That's
really a hard question, bro, because sometimes it would be worth it for the artist to be like, all right, let me put it on your page. But I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna say I charge to put on my page, but I mean, if you're not really representing what I got going on in my life, I'm going to charge you a fee to put it on my page. Not saying that I got hella clout, because I only got like 225 subscribers. And it would be worth it for some of my artists to probably, tap in with me, be like, hey, bro, let me put it on your page. You know what I'm saying? They'll pay a little extra. I mean, some people do be taxing, though, because I don't like to say names, bro, but when artists they have a bad experience with one videographer, they're going to tell the next one, because they don't want it to happen again. So whenever stuff like that happens, you can't help but really keep that in the back of your mind. With that being said, I never trip on an artist being like, hey, bro, I'm going to put it on my page, because I don't really care. You done paid for your video. That's your video. But
how you feel? This ever happened to you when you, after you shoot a video, you might have shot the video earlier that day, and they hit you up later on that night, and you're like, hey, what that video looking like the next day?
Bro, I ain't gonna say that's the worst, but that's top 3.
That's top 3.
That's top 3. Like,
it's like, yo, the video is gonna get done. You know it's gonna get done.
It's telling
you, and it's gonna be A1 when it get done. So it's like, why you? That's one of my biggest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. That.
People will hit you thinking that, all right, boom, I got all the time in the world to daggone edit videos. Like, editing videos is my life. Like, it's really not. Like, I love what I do, don't get me wrong, but to keep it a stack, after I've been shooting all day, like, bro, I'm sweating now and I'm chilling. So anybody who works with me knows I'm like an active videographer. Like, I'm moving around, I'm trying to get stuff set up. So I'm gonna be sweating. I'm actually putting in work. So don't hit me like the night of, or really like within the first 2 or 3 days, depending on what's going on. Cause I'm like, I might not even look at the footage until like 4 or 5 days later. Now, once I look at the footage, that's whenever the process starts, because that's when I can be like, all right, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this.
Yeah. So talk about that a little bit, man, because as an editor, like you said, like we machines. A lot of people on the outside when we shoot videos, that like we just machines. We shooting it and we going straight to the crib and editing all day. So talk about that process a little bit, like staying motivated. Or, you know, you have days where you wake up and you're just not creative or in that creative mode. Like, you got to get your head in that space. So talk about that, like trying to stay, keeping yourself motivated to edit after you shoot and, you know, get footage and stuff together.
Well, I feel like it starts with a good pre-production plan. And I even got to do a better job of this myself. So whenever you learning how to do this stuff, pre-production is really the biggest thing that you can get into, because that kind of sets the tone for what you're going to be doing after, you know, you get stuff on paper. You writing down your concept, what you're going to need for the video, who you going to need for the video, you know, different props and stuff. Like some people, they like to have the fake guns. They have the big wads of fake bread. We know who you are. Like, you know, that's just all fun and games, bro, because at the end of the day, it's entertainment. But, you know, whenever you got a really good pre-production planner, like a lot of videographers, if they really took the time to get into pre-production, storyboard their stuff, whenever they get to the shoot, they know the exact shots that they want to get, and like plus ones. I love the term plus ones, because, you know, if I got it written down, I want it this way, I'm like, all right, let me get something else. You know, I'll keep it the same, but let me change the angle. Let me change the focal length that I use. Let me add some camera motion to it. You know, you can add just little stuff to it, and those little things will really set your project off. So from start to finish, most of the time I like to talk to the artist, build up a rapport with them. I study my music. Man, I'll probably listen to a song. If I got good enough time to really prepare, probably listen to it about 100 times before I even go shoot it.
Yeah.
And that's just so whenever I shoot, I have my edit in mind. So like, I just dropped this video with Ray Rec, and I knew whenever he was rapping, I was gonna need some shots where it would kind of be like a wide frame. And I knew he was like, something about shooting like Curry. So I knew in my mind, I want to kind of have him in the background with like some Steph Curry heads going across the screen.
Yeah.
And at that point, after I know that I got all my shots, I shot for my edits, get back to the crib, you know, I might sit on the footage for a couple days, depending on when I shot it. Or, you know, sometimes, you know, you'll have a couple videos that you shot in one day, so you got a lot of footage to go through. I'll go through my footage, separate them, then I'll just be like, all right, boom. This the project I'm about to start working on, load everything to the computer. Let's go through and see what looks good. Not necessarily everything that you're gonna use, just everything that looks good to your eye before you even put it on the timeline. Then after that, you know, you got your folder, drop it in the bin, then you go through. I ain't gonna go into like my whole editing process.
Yeah.
Some people try to steal the sauce, you know, but I really like the color grade first. Color grading is kind of like my second love past editing and shooting, because, you know, the color really kind of tells the story of whatever video you're doing. A lot of people fail to realize that, you know, if you got somebody that's angry, you don't want to use like a blue color grade, because that kind of just interprets like sadness or, you know, feeling bleak. So, you know, color theory is a big thing.
See, there's a lot that go into it, man.
Yeah, it
You know what
is.
I mean? There's a lot of stuff that go into it.
It is.
And see, a lot of people don't know this, man. They just get these videos shot from the artists to anybody, rappers or regular people. They just get these videos shot. They don't understand the color, and if you got to have the sound right. It's a whole process with this, man.
Another big, going back to the question you asked me earlier, bro, big pet peeve.
Yeah.
When people send me music, because a lot of times people are sending me music and it's not mixed, it's not mastered. It sounds like they're it does nothing wrong with recording music on your phone, but at a certain point, you're like, all right, if you willing to spend the money on a video, take that bread, because I'm sure it's not going to take as much as it would cost. Take that bread, go to a studio. Record it professionally. It don't necessarily got to be somewhere like $60 an hour, but you know what I'm saying? You in Duplin County, you got St. Nick, you got Bishop. That's two people right there who I know. And you saying if your money good, you can go shop. Shout out St. Nick, shout out Bishop. But that's really a big pet peeve of mine, because the sound of the song really kind of takes down the value of the video. Because I don't want to look at a video with a horrible song or it sound bad, sound off.
Yeah,
So,
real talk.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say a big pet peeve, but like I really don't. I don't try to throw shade at nobody because I know how people is now. You say one thing, then they take it a completely different way.
Right. And run with it, right?
Yeah, they run with it.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, anybody that I talk about, I ain't even gonna say talk about. Anybody that I speak on is somebody that I've met in real life, and you know I've talked to them. I really don't like how a lot of these like videographers, they think the quantity is what's getting people to come rock with them. Like, okay, a lot of these videographers, their turnaround time is horrible. And I can see it on both sides. You know, you get backed up with work and you still want to keep shooting because for some people that is their bread. And you know, if that's what they doing, you know, it might take you a little bit to get your video, but at the same time, you shouldn't. If you shot a video for me and I hit you up and you don't answer, I'm gonna take that personal.
All the way.
All the way. Like
that's straight disrespect.
That's
right there.
disrespect,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Like that's you
If
playing
shot with you. You know what I mean? And for real, if you don't answer the phone, text back, and that's bad for business because a lot of videographers, video directors do that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that from a lot of different artists, and I'm like, yo, for real, such and such, they really handle business that way, and I said that's bad for business. And we understand it because we understand how, you know, you get backed up with work, you shoot so much stuff, and it's like it piles up, and it's a lot. The process, like, man, I gotta sit down here and edit this stuff up. But if you go and take somebody's money, you got to be able to handle business
exactly
accordingly. You know what I mean?
Man, I see so many sides to it because I got cousins that's rappers, and you know what I'm saying. My whole family really is musical. Like my granddad a preacher, and he also sings. So I've been seeing the music on a local level. So it was never foreign to me. It was just me kind of adapting what I already knew and putting it into a different perspective. Bad business makes it bad for everybody else involved.
Oh yeah.
Like one bad experience with a videographer can kind of mess up the whole, I guess, like the whole workflow any other time that they work with somebody else. Like, man, one time I was about to shoot a video in Warsaw for TP Front of 9, Cold World. I get over there to the gas station, my car mess up, bro. It dies. Like literally the car dies.
As soon as you get there.
Nah, I was about to hit the gas station, bro.
Yeah.
And I get there and I'm like, damn, like my car messed up. Let me hit him up. So I mean, I'm close to the crib, so I can still get over there. I hit him. I'm like, hey yo, I was already running late because I left my gimbal at the crib. Came back and you know what I'm saying, the car died. Hit him up. I'm like, hey yo, I'm gonna be late. He like that. Hey, bro, come on, bro. I know you're not gonna do me like that. He kind of thinking that I'm about to flake on him completely.
Like you about to finesse him or flake?
Yeah.
Because of the previous video dude that he don't work with.
Exactly. And I'm like, nah, bro, it ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things come up, and you know, I'm a videographer, but I'm also like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a human too. So, you know what I'm saying, things happen in human lives.
Yeah.
So
communication is key. That's
it
like
is
the most important thing.
It is.
I really, according to anything, you can apply that to anything, but communication is key.